Good morning. My name is Mick Carroll. I'm the president and co-founder of the Kids Golf Bank. It's a system that provides free rounds of golf for kids, lessons, buckets of balls. I've been a lifelong educator. I have a PhD in educational psychology. I have been a college professor for many years, department chair. I was dean of a couple business schools, and then ultimately I was the president of a university. So I tell you that because I want to give you a little background and explain how learning theory works and how all humans go through this cycle to change their thinking, to learn a competency, to gather knowledge. So I want to walk through this process with you. It's a four-step stage, again, that all human beings, all learners go through when they acquire some new knowledge or skill or competency. So what I'll do is I'm going to draw a grid with four boxes, and this represents the four stages. So everything from the y-axis to the right here is you're incompetent. You can't do something. And then everything to the left of the y-axis is you can do something, and I'm going to call that competent. Okay, now let's look at the y-axis, or the x-axis. So let's take the x, and everything above the x-axis it's unconscious, or you're not thinking about something, you're not processing. So we'll call this unconscious. And everything below the x-axis is you're conscious of something, you're thinking about it. So all right, so we can take any learning situation, you know, whether it's a little kid, how he learns to tie his shoe, or how you learn beginning calculus, or even how you learn to play an instrument, or even golf course owners and all the employees who have to learn a new way of looking at and treating kids on the golf course because of the importance of them being the golfer of tomorrow. So let's go to stage one, and that little kid who doesn't know how to tie shoes. All right, so he can't do it, you know, so it's incompetent, and he doesn't even know about it. He doesn't even know what he doesn't know. He's a little kid, real little kid, and never had tie shoes, or his parents always tied his shoes, so, you know, this is kind of oblivious. And the next stage that we go through, we call, you know, stage two is, well, now this little kid's grown up a little bit, and he's seeing other kids tie their shoes, or he's seeing, you know, his older brother or older sister tying their shoes. So he still can't do it, but he's conscious about it. All right, so here we didn't even know what we didn't know, and here we at least know what we don't know. So the kid has sufficient motivation where he doesn't want to be the kid who can't tie his shoes, or he thinks it's cool. So what he's going to do is he's going to practice. So he's going to move into stage three, which he's conscious about it still, and he can do it, but it's taken a lot of practice. It's a new method. It's a new way of thinking. It's a new set of movements. So he works on it. And he works on it, and all of a sudden, he's really good at tying shoes to a point where now you move into stage four, which is you can do it. In fact, you're probably an expert at it. And because you've done it so much and practiced so much, it's unconscious. You're not thinking about it. It's not in your working memory. It's not in your attention anymore. Now, most times when you're stage four, that's a good thing, you know, because you're an expert at something. But the downfall is that you're unconscious about something that you should at least be thinking about from time to time. You should reassess. You should analyze your thought process. And I highlight this, which, you know, they call automatic thinking, because what we're trying to do is get golf courses and employees and golf professionals and retailers. We've got to rethink something, and that's kind of a hard thing to do because we've stopped thinking about it because we're experts. So our goal is to get it back, you know, this whole program of donating rounds and balls and lessons to kids because they're your golfer of the future. That's the new paradigm that we want to get you to. Thank you. I'm Dr. Carroll.